bookish friends. I'm super excited. I'm going to the Hobart Book Village today in upstate New York. I've been there before and I'm going again. They have 7 independent bookstores and they are mostly used books, but there are some that mix in new and used books. So I'm going to try to take you along on a little adventure with me today and maybe get some video of it, excuse me, as well as some photographs. I'm bringing with me my my bookstore, what is it called? A bookstore, a bookstore passport. And I have, from a previous visit, I have my Hobart Book Village tote bag. So I am ready to go. And I'm taking you along with me for Independt Bookstore. Let's go. We are on our way to Hobart Book Village. And we are out in the country roads on our way to the little town of Hobart, New York, in the Catskills of upstate New York. We're almost there. Here is the sign for the Hobart Book Village. We are at our first destination. It's called the Book Nook, and we're gonna head inside and take a look. Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go. Oh, here we are. Looks like a little, I think it's a little library. This is cute. And then over here, I think is a bookshop area. I love this little library. It's very cute. Yeah, here we are in this section is the bookstore, and there's the husband. Okay, time to shop. Hey, we are at bookstore number 2, Quarry Books. Vintage kitchen things and vintage kitchen items and cookbooks.
Here is Creative Corner Books. That's cookbooks, craft books, and vintage.
Here we are downstairs of an old antique bookshop, and this is some children's books down here. Of course, that's what I am interested in, so I will be taking a peek at these books. We are heading into Liberty Rock Books now. This is my section. Cookbooks and some children's books. I found a couple. Gonna keep looking. We're at the last bookstore, and I believe this one is my favorite one, if I remember correctly. I'll take some videos inside.
Does she do it on her own, or like she just did it for you?
She does them periodically. She does all kinds of different art, so
It's beautiful.
isn't it great? Yeah. These are beautiful. I love this. She's so talented.
BookTube friends and picture book lovers. I thought I would share my book haul from visiting the Hobart Book Village on Saturday. It is now Monday, and this is the first book I found. It's called Paddle to the Sea, and it's a first edition of a Caldecott Honor book. I think it's from the 1940s, if I remember correctly. That was from one store. And also from that same store, this book is called A Magical Adventure. This one looks like a lot of fun. I also went to another store that had two sections. The first one was a New York State goods and artisan products. And this is a book called Oscar's American Dream. The illustrations are just delightful in that one. In the second half of the store was a cookbook store and vintage kitchen supplies. So I found this really cute old Mary Poppins antique book. This is cookbook. This should be a lot of fun to cook from. And I also found this Betty Crocker picture cookbook, and this is a really neat one. It's like the original one, not the reproduction or reprint, and it's got the binder pages and the really cool illustrations. So that was from the cookbook store and the New York State store. The next one was from a vendor. It's a pretty large store, and it has a lot of used books. All of those books are used except for the American or Oscar's American Dream book. That was a new book. This used book, Frog's Lunch. I used to have a copy of this when I was teaching, and I would love to read it with the kids. It's very simple, easy to read, beginning reader. And then I had a copy of the book that was like a coloring book type of version of the same book, and it still had the story, so the kids would get to take home a copy of this Frog's Lunch. I found a used copy of this Bug Safari. Sorry about my pug. This one, I just love the artwork in this one, so I can't wait to read that one. And then this one looks really interesting, Meeting Trees. I love any books that have to do with trees. So this one looks like a lot of fun. Can't wait to read that one. And then lastly, one of my favorite bookstores in Hobart, I think it's called Blemmels or Belmels, something like that. You'll see it in the video. But I got some new books. This is a copy of A Very Special House, and it's by Ruth Krause, and the illustrations are by Maurice Sendak. So I thought that was pretty cool. I have never heard of this book, so I'm excited to read this, and I'll definitely share more about this book to come. I also got a copy of this book. Oh, I love the other book by this author and illustrator, Flower. And I think the one I have is about bees, maybe. Or trees. I can't remember. I think it's bees. I'll give you a peek at the illustrations. They're just delightful. It's a beautiful day outside, so there's a lot of noise. Cars racing around and my dog pacing back and forth, one of the dogs. I also got a copy of Bugs by Britta Teekentrup. I always have trouble with her name, but I love her style of artwork. Her book is filled with cutouts, and the artwork is just amazing. I'll share more about this on my Substack coming soon. And also, I got a copy of The Wind in the Willows, and I had not heard of this particular illustrator for The Wind in the Willows, and I'll have to take a look at this and also tell you what I think. And it's a classic that I have not read yet, so I'm excited to read it. I've always heard good things about it. So there is my messy book haul on the table, and I'm going to quickly grab, which I forgot to get, 2 items that I purchased in one of the stores that also had artisans. This is a tea towel with a lino cut illustration of a bumblebee, and I love lino cut. Sorry again. I love lino cut artwork. in children's picture book illustrations. So this creator makes lino cuts for different items. So she made tea towels, and she also had stickers and then pictures on the wall. And then I bought these homemade bath salts, which I thought at first I was buying a candle, and I grabbed it because I could even smell it without taking the lid off. Then I realized, oh, it's bath salts. I'm not a bath taker, but I've heard you can put bath salts in your shower. So I'll be trying that in this delightful lavender essential oils bath salts. Okay, so those are my things that I purchased at the Hobart Book Village. And I also purchased 2 stickers, which I don't have them handy with. One of them is a lino cut of a raven by the same artist that made the tea towel. And the other one is a Hobart Book Village, the same print as my tote bag that you probably saw. And that's another sticker. I hope you have a great day. Happy reading. And I will be sharing more videos soon.